Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you've been wondering how mortgage rates have been over the past few decades, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to dive into the fascinating history of the mortgage interest rate from the 1970s to today and what that means for you as a homeowner or buyer. So let's get started. The 1970s were a turbulent time for the economy. Mortgage rates averaged around 8 to 9%, and they steadily climbed as inflation rose. By the late 1970s, interest rates were setting the stage for the extreme highs of the 1980s. The early 1980s were a tough time for homebuyers. In 1981, mortgage rates hit a jaw-dropping 18%. That's because the Federal Reserve was aggressively raising rates to combat the runaway inflation that was happening. Can you imagine paying 18% on a home loan today? Thankfully, rates started to decline in the mid to late 1980s, ending the decade at around 12–13%. By the 1990s, things were finally looking better for home buyers. Mortgage rates averaged 7 to 9% as the economy grew and inflation stabilized. This was a welcome relief after the extremes of the previous decades. In the 2000s, rates continued to decline, thanks in part to the monetary policy and economic conditions. Before the financial crisis, rates averaged 5 to 6%. And after the crisis, they dropped even further as the Federal Reserve worked to stimulate the economy. The 2010s were a golden era for the mortgage rates. Rates fell to historic lows, often below 4%. Many home buyers and homeowners took advantage of the low rates to refinance or purchase their dream home. In 2020 and 2021, rates hit record lows, dropping to as low as 2.65% during the pandemic. But as the economy rebounded and inflation surged in 2022, rates shot back up, averaging 6 to 7% today. These shifts remind us how dynamic the market can be. Over the 50-plus years, the average mortgage rate has been around 7.75%. This number reflects the highs of the 1980s, the lows of the 2010s, and everything in between. It's a good reminder to look at the big picture when considering rates today. So there you have it, 50 years of mortgage rates in under 5 minutes. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, understanding these trends can help you make better decisions. If you found this video helpful, like it, subscribe, and share it with someone who's curious about the market. And don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments below. Where do you think rates are heading? Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.